Hi, you're here with Alan Shea with our society here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon at the Youth Conference here in Pasadena. And we have one of our esteemed, wonderful actors who actually influenced me and to stay in front of the camera and serve our community. So I'd like for you to share with the viewers here in Pasadena your name, give them a little of your background because I don't want to give up any secrets, and share with them why you're here today to reinforce for the youth how important it is to capture this particular time in their lives and make the best of it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm thrilled to be here, and thank you so much. I appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
And that's a very kind compliment. You know, anytime you get an opportunity to inspire anybody toward greatness, you indeed have done something with your life. My name is Oba Babatunde. I've been in the entertainment industry for 4.5 decades. And I don't say that to big myself up because self-praise is no praise, but I do know the difference between good and great, and there is a difference.
Absolutely.
And what we're experiencing here today is the onset of greatness. You know, we're here with the youth, and you guys are doing some amazing things here in Pasadena, and that's why I was thrilled to come out here to support this endeavor. To also let people be aware that if any way that the celebrity that I have is able to influence others to come forward to support the kind of work that's being done here in Pasadena, it's very necessary. You know, where it's being done is where it's being done, and that's where we need to put our alignment and support behind it. Because you see, we were born onto a planet, not into a community. So if this is where it's happening, this is where it's happening. And I got to tell you, today, the youth that I was one of the judges for this wonderful, illustrious event. We got a chance to see some young, talented people, and we got a chance to see them striving to function in a standard of excellence. They don't need anybody's permission to be great, and that's what I always tell everyone. This gentleman has exemplified that through the work that he's done and through that which he gives to the community. He's here. He's for the community, and I am honored and proud to stand here. Thank you so much for affording me the opportunity to share this time with you.
Well, absolutely. And what the show is all about is really sharing with the city of Pasadena and the surrounding San Gabriel Valley that we have the treasures right here in our own backyard. Yes. But until you tune into our show, you won't be able to dig them up. You got to wait until something tragic or something that's overly exaggerated is presented on our nightly news. And here we have it in our backyard every weekend. Great role models, great resources, yes, and great assets that we here in Pasadena can continue to foster for the future.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you giving us this time.
Thank you, my friend.
And we look forward to seeing more of you.
Yes.
I would imagine you'll be here later on this evening.
Yes, I will.
We're back, and this is Alan Shea with our society, and we're here with a couple of the guests who are just arriving here at the event. Yeah. And what do you anticipate for today? Do you think it's going to be a great event today?
I think it's going to be an amazing day. It's beautiful outside, and there's a lot of amazing performers that I'm here supporting.
Well, good. So what are you going to be doing for today's event?
Today I'm just here supporting, not performing, but I am a performer, just not today.
Wow. Well, they're certainly going to be missing a great contribution if you're not going to be out there on stage with them.
Possibly.
Okay. And do you know of any of the artists that's going to be performing today?
I do. I know the DJ, and then I know a group called We Are Remix, and then I know Carl and Jeffrey, and then also Malachi.
Wow, so that's at least 3 of the four major artists here, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, good. And so what about with yourself? What are you going to be participating, or you're here to just be a supporter?
I'm here to be a supporter, and I'm out here supporting Remix.
Okay.
They're really good. My favorite song of theirs is, I think it's Play Hard or Work Hard, something like that, but it's really good. And I'm out here supporting the DJ. Yes.
And his participation.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard some great things about the DJ, so we can anticipate he's going to give us a good show today?
Yes.
Okay. And he's already, I understand, has a following already. Is he on Twitter, or does he have a Facebook page?
Yes, he has Twitter, he has Facebook, and he has Instagram at KissTheDJ1.
Wow, so he's a busy man already. And how old is he?
He's 10 years old.
Oh,
wow.
10 years old. Wow. So that's a good thing then. And I think you look kind of familiar. Have you been on a couple of commercials?
Yes, I've done American Girl, Saint Pace the Sky. I've done, it's not released yet, but Cookie Mobster with Mackenzie Foy from Twilight. You guys could keep an eye out for that. I've done Hannah Montana, Welcome to the Bungo, that's my episode. And I've also done This Is It, and I've toured with Will I Am, lots of other stuff.
Well, wow. Well, we appreciate you stopping by and sharing some of your good quality time with us. And hopefully, viewers, you'll enjoy today's show and meet some of the guests that we will bring to you. This is Alan Shea from Our Society, and we look forward to a great event today. And we're back on Our Society. We have some other guests with us today. We'd like for them to introduce themselves to the viewers. This is
Jamie Nicholson.
And why don't you share with the viewers what your participation was today in the event, and how do you hope to gain more exposure for your services?
I have an organization called Striving for Success College Tours. I'm also a therapist at local high schools, and my plan is to re-educate people to school education.
And do you more or less do it from a financial, from an academic, or from a clearly mental or therapeutic approach for young people to understand this process they're going to go through in college?
So therapeutic is my background, and also for the college tours, it is an expense. It's like $1,400 for your HBCUs and also your Cal State universities.
And can you share with the viewers how long and how effective your services have been to advance young people in that opportunity of college experience?
Sure. So I've been a therapist for like 10 years, and I've been in the mental health field for 15 years. And my college program is fairly new, and that's based on what I'm finding in schools. They're not educating our children about colleges.
And so what do you project would be a real approach to outreach with the community and to raise your service availability and get that result so people can see you are effective?
So I'm taking it all over Southern California. I'm starting here in LA and then in Pasadena, and I'm just going to throw flyers everywhere, knock on doors if I have to, but I'm going to get the message across.
Okay, well, we appreciate it. We have two guests here. We're going to continue it since today's segment is on youth and how we can grow our youth here, starting in Pasadena, in great events as we had today. So we're going to bring you back in and share with the audience how young you are, what grade you're in, and what's going to be your plan to make sure you have that college experience while you pursue your other dreams.
I am Alesia Gordillo. I'm 16 years old, and I'm in 10th grade, a sophomore. And I am currently in the industry singing, dancing, and acting. And to continue to keep my grades up to get to college, I'm just going to study hard and focus, as well as continue my career.
So why don't you share with some of the viewers, as a 10th grader, how did you come into the feel and the belief in yourself that you're going to be an actress? I mean, how did that come about? Most people are scared and they're intimidated and they don't think that they have the ability to do that. How do you carry it out so you're on track with achieving your goals?
It was a dream. I had a dream to be an actress, and I went after my career. I went up to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I want to be an actress. So she took aside of her work and came out to LA to pursue my career, and I've just always had like that, I don't know, star factor.
Star factor. Oh, okay. We got one who knows she's got that star factor. Well, how about that passion? How is that?
Yes, passion. I absolutely love what I do, and I focus and I continue, like, no matter what anybody says, they cannot push me down to do what I love.
And so what are some of the goals have you set to proceed through the audition process, the practice, the long hours, and certainly the structure of getting your education and beyond with college?
I am homeschooled, so I do school for about 5 hours a day, and then after that I immediately go into rehearsing for my career in music, and I dance, and I don't sleep because I have a passion to do this, so this is what I love to do, so I'm just going to give it my all as well as getting my education in.
And the last and final question before we go to the next segment is, what about with your siblings and your personal time? Okay, do you have a sibling?
I do have a sister.
And is she here today?
She is here today.
And can we bring her in with us?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you introduce her and have her to come on in.
My sister, Alesia Gordillo.
Hi.
And so this is Alana. And Alana, can you share with the viewers your age and what do you think of your sister being an aspiring actress, dancer, and make sure she get her education?
Okay. Hi, I'm Alesia Gordillo, and I'm 12 years old, and this is my sister, and I I just wanted to give you guys some advice. And you have to, if you want to be an actress, you have to be really dedicated and have the passion for it. And I'm just so proud of my sister today. She's a triple threat and she's amazing. And I just want you guys to stay in school and keep your education because I have to stay in school. I mean, I don't want
And
to.
so, are you homeschooled as well?
I am. Yes.
Okay. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be. I want to be successful.
Okay, well, that's a good answer. Good answer. Yeah. And one of the things that'll help you with success is hopefully before today's over with, everyone will exchange information so that success will continue to breed success. And that's what has certainly come about today in today's event. And what I'd like to do now in closing out is bring the other part of our family on, which is some of the other producers from Pasadena Media. Come on in, yeah. We're gonna come on in. We got a whole crew of folks out here. Come on in. We got Carolyn. She's a producer. And come on in. And should I refer to you as T, or we're gonna let the viewers know the full name?
So my name is Tracy, and
I'm Carolyn.
and we're part of the Color of Success.
And the wonderful thing that we have here in Pasadena is we're able to feed into a wonderful community. And as we have opportunities to foster a pathway for the youth, that's what our first commitment is about, is to serve our community and to serve a pathway for the youth of tomorrow. Well, we're here with Miss Freda Payne, one of my most powerful entertainers as a young person who influenced us to be responsible and to love our music and love our beautiful women. And I'm glad that you're here in Pasadena tonight. So why don't you share with the viewers what you're going to expect of the concert and
Well, Debbie! Hi! Oh, wait a minute. That's a dear friend of mine. And Debbie Ducray. How are you doing?
Good to see you back.
Look at your colors. Look at these beautiful colors. Yeah. This is Debbie Ducray, very good friend of mine from, you were
from Pasadena.
From Pasadena. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. Here, I was thinking you were from Washington, D.C.
I know, because I was there for so long, right?
Well, first of all, we're both here to see Jonathan Butler, who I've respected and admired as a great musician and a performer and singer and a human being, and he's a good Christian to boot. So that's it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he came on the radio on my drive over here.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Jonathan Butler.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been blessed to know his wife, his kids, his granddaughter. I've been on cruises with him. So we've had a great time.
You know him better than me.
We've had a great times together.
Well, I have to say that I've been away for the past 3.5 months. I did an 8-week 8-week run in Alexandria, Virginia, at a theater called Metro Stage, where I performed Ella Fitzgerald. The play was called Ella Fitzgerald, First Lady of Song, and I played Ella Fitzgerald. And I got a rave review in the Washington Post.
Wow.
And then after that, I left to go to England, to the UK, where I toured with the Four Tops, the Temptations, and Platters, and we did 10 concerts in a lot of the big cities in all arenas, including the O2 in London. So I've been busy.
Well, the beauty that Miss Payne has demonstrated is you still got all that energy from back in the early 70s when I used to just listen, and all the way to the 90s. See, I told you. You've been a trailblazer for a lot of young people to see how passionate you got to be about your music.
Well, as you get older, you have to take better care of yourself and stop that partying.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, the partying you do when you get older is that instead of going out and hanging out with your friends and going to the clubs, you hang out at home and drink your wine, your red wine and champagne.
I've been partying out with you now. Come on.
I know. Yeah, but it's always at a invited event.
Yes, it
invited
is.
Right.
Sometimes at your home.
I don't. You remember the days we used to go to the Mavericks Flats?
Don't talk about it.
The Total Experience and all them clubs. Just to be going out. Right. You had to be going out just to be going out. And coming home at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, just to show you how small Pasadena is, Ms. Payne, if I should address you that way, because, like I said, she set a high standard for me then. But I'm sorry to say, Ms. Decree has now replaced you here in Pasadena. So we have our own little acquaintance that
look at these
she's in bright. I know. Look at her.
Oh my goodness. This is Easter. These are your Easter colors.
I learned from you.
And just to share with the viewers, we're going to introduce Mr. Pre here and share with the viewers your background and some of the great contributions she's put forth in the music industry and the company that she was involved that inspired a lot of us today.
Well, first of all, I can't sing, so I can't replace Freda. No way. I guess I started out in radio, and I'm only 39, can't tell the year. Then I went to United Artists Records, and then Motown Records, and then Playboy, and then I was Jane Kennedy's secretary. And I thank God that Frank Wilson, who was one of the top producers at Motown, started a Bible study, and all of us got saved together.
And Frank Wilson was one of my producers when I was on Capitol Records.
That's right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so we've been friends for 39 years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I have to add one more thing. Jonathan Butler has a new CD getting ready to drop soon on the Mac Avenue label, and I'm on the same label too. And my first CD is going to drop in July.
Wow, we're going to have to really be on our toes and our P's and Q's to watch out for your CD.
Yeah.
Because you've always had great music.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to hear that you're putting something out for us.
Yeah. And I'd like to say that my escort tonight is Mr. Maurice Hunter, who's a former tennis pro.
Okay. And if he wants to come on and join us, we would certainly like to.
As a matter of fact, Mo,
bring him on in.
You can come and take my place. How you doing, sweetheart?
Well, why don't I get between both of you?
Absolutely. Bring him on in. That's it. Slide on down here. And so why don't you share with the viewers some of your background so they can see the kind of guests that are coming out to support Pasadena, Jonathan Butler, and certainly the effort that went into this event tonight.
Okay, well, my name is Maurice Hunter. I'm a former professional tennis player on the Men's Pro Tour, ATP. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. And I've had a lot of nice world-class titles, singles and doubles. I've enjoyed playing tennis, and now, I'm going to do some historic tennis legends projects and things like that. And tonight I'm out with the most illustrious, beautiful Freda Payne.
Wow, I can't beat that one. I like the way that one ended up. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we certainly appreciate you stopping in and giving us some of your valuable time. And since you are going to be on that tour, hopefully you'll come back to Pasadena, let us know so we can give you some support. And also, if you can include a story about how important it is for young people to know the history of tennis and who some of the main players have been to build that foundation, we'll be more than happy to support you in getting that out there.
Certainly,
Okay?
certainly. Thank you so much.
Thank
right.
you. Okay. Back. And before we wanted to end the show, we were able to tap into one of the young artists who is here with us today. And we wanted to do what we call the passing of the baton. We have someone who's seasoned and experienced, and we have someone who's up and coming.
Yes.
And when you look back on this particular footage 20, 30 years from now, it'll have significant value for you and for our viewers to see the process. So we're going to start out by sharing, again, names so the audience and the viewers will know and to understand the importance of this type of process in our community. So start with your name, share with her.
Yes, I'd like to introduce myself to you. My name is Oba Babatunde. And your name is?
I'm Alesia Gordillo.
It's a joy and a pleasure to meet you. Now tell me, what are your aspirations?
My aspirations are to be a singer, dancer, an actress. To be,
Singer, dancer, and an actress.
yeah.
Now, we do understand that each one of those are a discipline.
Yes.
And in any discipline, or anything that you would decide that you would wanted to do or to be, you have to be learned at it to be able to do it at its best.
Mm-hmm.
A standard of excellence comes from a bar that is set. So there have been several. You know, we understand our present when we have the opportunity to look back and look at our past. I was talking to Bubba, and he said many people don't understand and identify their history. And if you don't understand what has come before, then you may not understand where it is that you're going to be able to go. So we're talking about extending ourselves by continuing the future by understanding what has gone on in the past.
Yeah.
We must make sure that there have been many actors, singers, and dancers, all in the disciplines which you're interested in. I would like to respectfully suggest to you that you take the time to learn what those people did at the best, and therefore set your own bar to be equally as good and then be able to advance it even beyond. But the one thing it takes is a sense of commitment and being willing to give it the full measure of your devotion, committed to succeed. There's no shortcuts. Shortcuts lead to dead ends. You must invest yourself. If we were going to be bus drivers, the very first thing we would want to do is learn how to drive a bus. People tend to think when they're in the entertainment industry that, oh, well, I like the way somebody does that, so I'm able to do that. Well, the fact of the matter is that if you haven't been studied at it, you won't be able to do it. So you have to identify, learn, educate yourself, spend the time to be committed to learning the correct way. Dance. Michael Jackson was an amazing dancer, but do you know how many hours he practiced and practiced and practiced? You've taken on the opportunity to do what we call a triple threat. Triple threat is actor, singer, dancer. Those are three different disciplines. Now, I'm trusting that today something that I've said will sink in. And metaphorically, I'm going to pass the microphone in an effort to pass the baton.
Okay.
And I would just like you to share with this audience that you would commit yourself to this standard of excellence.
Okay.
So you have to commit, and then we're going to have a couple of questions so you can see how the passing works, so viewers can see. For
Okay.
those who want to be actors and in the work for success as a whole. So he's now passed the baton to you. And what you can ask him is how long he's been in business, what has been some of his best projects, some of his best awards, some of his best achievements personally and professionally. So you can then use that as part of your seed, and the viewers can see that a seed must be planted now.
Okay.
So go ahead, it's your show.
So what do you do in this business?
Well, I'm an actor, singer, dancer, producer, director, writer, all of the above. And I've been, as I said, in this industry for 4.5 decades. I have been in many of the shows. I mean, many of the people, the viewers probably remember as Barry Gordy in the Temptations movie, the movie How High. The career, as I said, you can well imagine at 4.5 decades, there's a lot of shows. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. The credits go on and on. And if you want to go to IMDb, go to imdb.com and look up Oba Babatunde. I'm sure if you type in Oba, it's just like the president's name without the ma. He's Obama, I'm Oba. Okay? But the career has been, the thing that I have learned is that, again, you are the master of your own destiny. Okay? So what that means is that it is not about what someone says about you, because here's how we check ego. On one side of you, you have someone that says, you're the best person in the world, you're the greatest person in the world. On the other side, they say, you're terrible, I don't know what you think you're doing in this business.
Yeah.
But you know your truth. You've heard the terminology, to thine own self be true. You know the truth. You know that when you have done what it is that is necessary, and you know what the greatest thing is that you can always continue to get better. So we never stop striving.
Yes.
So I look forward. And again, if you need a mentor, you have people around you that care. Reach out to them. Okay? And remember this, what you think matters. And that you always have the power to say no. Never, at any cost, compromise your integrity or your dignity. Too many people have sacrificed too much for you to have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
You're a beautiful, talented young lady. Allow your craft to speak for you. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have any further questions? Because now you're officially indoctrinated with the future. You've just been confirmed by someone who was in your shoes some years ago, and he wanted everything that he has just passed to you, and someone continued to enlighten him with that journey. So in closing, what I'd like to share with the viewers is, as a result of receiving this, part of the transformation is learning to be a giver. And as part of being a giver, whenever you give, do not place conditions on it. Understand that is part of the responsibility of being a successful, responsible person. And it leaves its own legacy.
Absolutely. Well stated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And that's another segment for us today, and we thank you.